Myself, Kamal Kishore Sharma, lecturer in Electronics Department, Government Polytechnic College, Jodhpur. Today I am deliver e-lecture on principle, construction and characteristics of silicon controlled rectifier. Silicon controlled rectifier is a very versatile and useful power electronics device. First we discuss the construction of silicon controlled rectifier. A silicon controlled rectifier or SCR consists of 4 layers of alternate P and N type semiconductors forming 3 PN junctions. The material is silicon doped with P and N type impurities, thus forming P and N type extrinsic semiconductors. The anode terminal is outside the P region and the cathode terminal is outside the N region as shown in figure 1. A contact welded to P2 region forms the gate. The threaded stud is to tighten the silicon controlled rectifier onto a heat sink for dissipating the heat. In figure 1 shows the symbol for a silicon controlled rectifier. The symbol is similar to that of semiconductor diode with an additional gate terminal. Now, principle of operation of silicon controlled rectifier. When anode is positive with respect to cathode, the junction A and C are forward biased and have low resistance, but the junction B is reverse biased and has high resistance. Under this condition, the silicon controlled rectifier is in forward blocking state. The voltage applied to anode is low. As the voltage applied to the anode is increased, the anode becomes more and more positive with respect to cathode. A forward leakage current will flow through the device. When this forward voltage reaches a value of breakdown voltage BO, the forward leakage current will reach saturation value and the reverse bias junction B will break down. This condition is known as avalanche breakdown. Since the junctions A and C are forward biased, a high forward current will flow. Under this condition, the resistance of thyristor is very low and the forward voltage drop is also very low, only about 1 to 2 volt. This forward current is limited only by the external resistance in this circuit. The silicon controlled rectifier, or we can say thyristor, behaves as a conducting diode. A decrease of anode to cathode voltage will not have any effect on the forward current because the depletion layer around junction B does not exist. The forward current must be more than a value known as latching current IL. This is to ensure that the required number of carriers are present if the forward current is reduced to a value less than holding current IH. The depletion layer would again start appearing around junction B and the thyristor will go to forward blocking state. The magnitude of holding current is very small as compared to rated current. If rated current is 40 ampere, holding current is about 10 milliampere. When the anode is positive with respect to cathode, the application of positive potential to the gate terminal cause a gate current IG, or we can say gate current IG1 to flow via the gate contact and layer P2 and N2. This gate current can turn on the thyristor, means change its state from forward blocking to forward conducting. This method of switching is known as gate control and is the most important aspect of silicon control rectifier operations. It is only due to this action of gate control that the thyristor is very useful device in power control and switching circuits. In actual practice, the forward voltage is kept below VBO and the thyristor is turned on by the application of gate signal as shown in figure 2. When cathode is made positive with respect to anode, the junctions A and C will be reverse biased and the junction B will be forward biased. A small reverse leakage current will flow. This state is known as reverse blocking state. As cathode is made more and more positive, a stage is reached when both the junctions A and C will break down. The voltage of cathode to achieve this condition is known as reverse breakdown voltage. Under this condition, a large reverse current flow. And next one, VI or voltage ampere characteristics of silicon control rectifier. As shown in figure 2, the VI characteristics of silicon control rectifier. This characteristic consists of following reasons. Number 1, forward blocking region. The anode positive but the anode voltage is less than breakover voltage VBO. A forward leakage current flows but the thyristor is not conducting. And second one, forward conducting region. When anode voltage becomes greater than breakover voltage VBO, the silicon control rectifier switches from forward blocking to forward conducting state. A large forward current flows if gate current IG equal to IG1. The silicon control rectifier can be turned on even when the anode voltage is less than breakover voltage VBO. Under this condition, the current is controlled only by the external resistance in the circuit. The resistance and voltage drop across silicon control rectifier are very low. The current must be more than latching current IL. If the current is reduced to less than holding current IH, the silicon control rectifier switches back to forward blocking state. And third is reverse blocking region. Under this condition, the cathode is positive with respect to anode. A small reverse current flows. However, if the voltage of cathode is increased to reverse breakdown voltage, avalanche breakdown occurs and large reverse current flows. This is all about the principal construction and the characteristics of the silicon control rectifier.